Just a reminder guys, if you want to watch me day trade live on stream right here on YouTube, make sure you join us every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time. I review what's moving in pre-market first, and then I day trade my small accounts on Ustock, TradeNet, and Robinhood live at the open on stream. The stream also includes a 100% free day trading chat room, so make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to check that out. And with all that being said, enjoy this video. Okay, so if you've been following along with our stream in this past week, you'll see it's been a pretty tough time trading for me. The really good thing about losing is that it forces you to study and work on improving your trading. In the last few months, one of my favorite setups has been looking for overextended stocks at the open and shorting them when they break the lows of the day. And while that has been met with varying degrees of success, I think ultimately a much more reliable setup is waiting for stocks to test those lows of the day and getting in on that inevitable pullback. A good example of that is from HEAR from Friday. You can see it formed a very obvious low right here at about $20.80, and when it came back down to test these lows right here, it had this really nice pullback all the way to about $21.35. These type of pullbacks are ultimately where I'm going to look to get into these stocks going short, and the reason being is because it gives me a much better risk-reward ratio. To analyze this for a second, if I did decide to get in on that pullback going short at $21.35, I have a very obvious risk area of the $0.50 of $21.50. That also is the VWAP point, and so if the stock does in fact push up and break over that previous resistance, I know where my stop is and I know exactly how much I'm willing to lose. Since I know my risk in this specific trade is only about 15 or 20 cents, I look down to where my reward would be, and it would be at that 2080 previous low. That gives me a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, making my risk only about a third of what my potential reward would be. Another good example of this is from CONN on Thursday. You could see it form that really obvious low at 31.20. And when it came back down to test it, it had that really obvious pullback right around the VWAP area. Again, that's ultimately where I'm going to look to enter my short position, and if it does get rejected at the low of the day, I have a very safe break-even or small winning trade. But if it does in fact break that previous low and continue dropping, I have a much bigger winner, allowing me to take some decent profits on my small day trading accounts. Something else you probably noticed with both of these examples is just how important the VWAP is for these two setups. Each time both of these dropped down to test the low of the day, it had a really nice pullback up to around that VWAP point. That lets me know where a good entry would be and also gives me a very obvious risk area. I also want to make sure the stock is below the VWAP because that gives me a good idea that the stock is in a downward trend, making me feel more comfortable about shorting it. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. So if you want to see how I do with this setup next week, make sure you join us on Monday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time right here on YouTube. I review what's moving in pre-market, and then I day trade my small accounts on Ustock, TradeNet, and Robinhood live at the open on stream, and the stream also includes a 100% free day trading chat room. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button guys, and I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks for watching.